Hi guys, welcome to Drums at Andertons, and today me and Luke are checking out this Roland TD-1DMK, which is a cracking little kit.
It is indeed, yeah. It's great fun to play. I've just had a little spin with it and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's got 15 presets, a couple that I really enjoyed playing, especially number 5 with the sub drop. That was pretty cool. So yeah, it's brilliant.
So it's a cool little compact kit. So obviously Roland's are marketing it as a starter beginner kit, but actually we sell it to all sorts of people that just want a nice feeling compact kit. So doesn't take up much floor space, comfortable to play in it.
It is indeed, yeah. It's cool to, you know, you can chop all over it and stuff like that. It's great. It's like Rob said, it's compact.
So it actually has some pro level features for a kit that's this affordable. So you've got chokeable cymbals, a rim shot on the snare, you can put a double pedal on. Do you know what I mean? Even though it is marketed as a starter kit, you can actually progress with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a great little kit for getting started, but we've also sold it to people that are using it side of stage as a warm-up, or even just to have a real chuck around quick, like do demo tracks and things like that, because it's got a USB, you can just record straight into your DAW, your laptop. So it actually has some pro level features for this price, so it's good for that.
Definitely is, yeah. So probably one of the best features that I find from this kit, and the module especially, is its ease of use. So it's very simple to use. You've got the plus and minus features here for the kit selection. So obviously it goes up, and you've got 15 kit presets. And then volume, obviously up and down, which is great. And then you select this button here, and that changes what kit preset. So, and then you've got tempo, you can play to click, the coach setting, and the backing track, the song setting, and then you got a metronome there as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's very simple to use.
Yeah, but also even in that coach function, there's 10 different things you can do with it. So once you're on the coach, like the little LED is on coach, you can then press the plus and minus arrow, and there's different functions. So there's a time check, there's one where it gives you a percentage of how well you've played. There's one which is really cool and actually quite a lot harder than most people think, which is it'll play like a 4-bar phrase, and then the 5th bar the metronome won't play, and it will see whether you come back in on one.
It's the Benny Greb technique, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
It's the sneak it, yeah. Can you find one game? But
no.
No. But even like the time check and things like that, they're really handy. Even at pro players, you'd be surprised, would they get 100%? Not every time. So there's some cool little features in it.
And there's 15 different tunes you can play along to, backing tracks.
Yep, so 15 backing tracks, 15 preset kits, and then 10 coaching functions.
That's
so there's a lot to select. To connect it though, you've got USB to connect it to your laptop.
My bad.
And you've also got headphone out and then another out. So yeah, a little easy to use module, does quite a lot though.
Yep.
So everything that says Roland comes with the kit. So you get all the pads, the module, all the cymbal pads, the bass drum and the rack and the cables. But you do need a few things to play it, don't you?
You do, yeah. So you need to get the kick drum pedal. You'd need a stool to sit on. You need a pair of sticks, headphones, and an amp if you wanted to go for an amp.
All available separately.
All available separately at Andertons. So why don't we talk about some of the pros and cons? Rob,
pros and cons. Yeah. Okay, pros. It's good quality because it's Roland.
Yep.
Mesh pads feel nice. They're 2-ply. You can adjust the tension so you can actually make each drum's size feel like bigger drums. You can do that. So you'd tune it physically here for feel, and then the sound doesn't change. It's just the feel. So you can tweak it to your playing style. Real kick drum pedal, so you can actually have a double pedal, but it isn't a sprung-loaded pedal. It's very compact for how nice it is.
Yeah, I think again the biggest pro for me is just how easy it is to play.
I suppose the little con is it is quite a simple hi-hat pedal, so it's
remote, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also just a really basic sprung one. Like if you feel it, it's not the world's nicest, is it? Some of the posher Roland ones have they are still sprung loaded, they just feel nicer to play, but it's at a budget, so you get everything you're going to need to sort of be inspired to play drums. That's the cool thing about this kit. It's not crazy expensive, and you can just get out of the box and it'll work.
Yep. So some of the cons would be,
I suppose it's more expensive than its competitors.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of justified really in the sound quality of the sample.
It's also the build quality. I mean, some of the kits at this price point, you only need to go like that and they would be really shaking and wobbling. This is a big, sturdy, proper sized poles. Do you know what I mean? It's just well built.
Other cons really would be as well, lack of kick drum pedal, the components that you need to add onto it as well.
Yeah, I suppose it's yin and yang, isn't it? Some people might already have that on an acoustic kit. Roland also want to sort of try and bring it into the market as cheaply as possible, and their single pedal is like a couple £100. So it's just a way of getting it out there. Do you know what I mean? Some pedals we do are relatively cheap. They're still going to work on this. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you need a special pedal, an electronic pedal. All acoustic pedals will work on this.
That's true, yeah.
So talking about progressing with your kit, obviously a lot of people say, oh, how future-proof is it and things like that. This even has a spare cable on the loom, which Luca, lovely demo there. So that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a tom or it has to be a crash. You can put anything on that. You can put a bar trigger on there if you want a cowbell or whatever, but that's already in the loom on the module. So it will either sort of extend and move as you progress your drumming.
Yes, it will. So does it work for left-handed drummers as well, Rob?
Yes, so yeah, it will do both ways. To set it up left-handed, if you imagine if you put like a mirror here, you would fold this pole this way, that pole that way, and then you just have to take that off of that pole and switch onto this one. Only problem is the duck foot at the bottom is for right-handed. So you'd have to buy the left-handed duck foot. So some kits you can switch straight from left to right. The duck foot won't switch. So that's, unless you slightly awkwardly do it and only use a single pedal, it would work. But Roland sell a left-footed duck foot, so you can do it that way.
For those of you who don't know, the duck foot is what connects the kick drum pedal to the frame of the drum kit.
So hopefully that's answered all your questions and explained why this kit is so great for beginners. Any other questions, stick them in the comments below. The links for where to buy and all the accessories you need are in the description below. Me and Luke will see you next time.